Hey everybody! Today we're going to look at 3 practice routines that you can use to help you with the Ionian scale, or the major scale. Here we go. All right, first thing we want to do is map out the major scale. This one's going to be the major scale, or the Ionian mode, in the key of A. So we're going to start on the 6th string at the 5th fret. We're going to play 5, 7, and then when we get to the 5th string, we're going to play 4, 5, 7. On the 4th string, we're going to play 4, 6, 7. Play the same thing on the 3rd string, which would be 4, 6, 7. When we get to the 2nd and the 1st strings, we're going to play 4, 6, 8, 4, 6, 8. So if you watched my last couple of lessons, we looked at the Ionian mode and the Locrian mode, which were off of the G minor scale. Now this one's going to be a little bit different because I wanted to line it up with a backing track to give you some more practice routines. And this backing track that I found is in the key of A. Now it's not quite exactly in the key of A major, but we're going to make it work. But what I want to do is I want to show you that when we back this up to the G minor, which if we play everything off that G minor scale, it's not quite going to fit, and I want to show you why. So the G minor scale would start with the Ionian position, which is at the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Your Locrian then would lock in at the 5th fret of the 6th string, which means your Ionian, or your major scale, or the 3rd position, which is what we're going to refer to it right now, is going to lock in on the 6th fret. If we go back to what I was playing at the beginning, I was playing that major shape, and the one that I just showed you, on the 5th fret. Which means if we back that all the way up, we'd actually be an F sharp minor if I was building all of this off of a minor scale. So we're just jumping 1 fret back. But if you wanted to go ahead and find a backing track that was in the key of A sharp, or B flat, if you will, then that would work, just keeping it in line with all that. And there's your B flat right there. Okay? But we're going to go ahead and move back 1 and just go ahead and play on the 5th fret of the 6th string. Makes it a whole lot easier. Just kind of think of it as an A major scale. So the first thing we're going to do is just play that scale backwards and forwards. So I'm going to show you once again. On the 6th string we're playing 5, 7. On the 5th string we're playing 4, 5, 7. On the 4th and the 3rd strings we're playing 4, 6, 7. And on the 2nd and the 1st strings we're going to play 5, 7, 9. And 5, 7, 9. Whole thing sounds like this. So I'm going to put on the backing track and we're going to do a little aerobics routine. So we're going to play the shape just backwards and forwards, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of lock it in to the tempo of the song, and I want you to play along with me, okay? So this is interactive. We're making it interactive here, like a little aerobics routine. You know, we're going to do our exercises and everything, which I probably need to do myself. But here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, good deal. I hope you got that locked in really nice. We'll get back to the lesson in just a second. I just want to remind you that I do have a 7-day free course out there. You can get it by going to justpickuptheguitarandgo.com. In that 7-day course, I'll show you how to improvise with ease, play intuitively, and ultimately just pick up the guitar and go and play with confidence. So you can get that by getting on my mailing list. It's over at justpickuptheguitarandgo.com. Now back to the lesson. All right, so now that we got that locked in, let's look at 2 more shapes that can help you improvise with this solo. Now, I'm not going to show you a whole lot of licks and tricks and stuff like that, because those are things that come after you really understand the scales and are able to move the scales around. So right now we're kind of in the middle of a 7-lesson strut where we're looking at the Aeolian, the Locrian, the Ionian, which is this lesson, and then we're going to move on to the rest of the positions as well and talk about how they fit as modes, but also talk about how they fit within the 7 positions of that natural minor scale. Started off with the G minor scale, but as you can see in this lesson, we're moving back just a little bit. But that's okay, because it helps you understand how to move the shapes around. So licks and tricks come after you start understanding all this stuff. A lot of people start with the boxes of the pentatonic, but we're looking at the 7-note scales, and we're looking at it as 3-note per string right now, because I believe that's really going to help you understand not only the positions and where everything lines up, but also how to actually play melodically, which I believe is what a lot of people want to do. So this second position is going to tie your fingers a little bit. We're going to play the same shape, but we're going to play it in 3-note sequences. So we're going to play it like this. Now you notice at the very end there, I went back to that Locrian note, the 1 note behind the root there, the tonic. But that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and break this down for you to show you how we're doing that. I'll map it out on the screen as well. And then we're basically going to go ahead and play this through 4 times with the backing track as well. So I'm playing 5, 7, 4. Then I'm going back and I'm playing that 7, 4, 5, 4, 5, 7, 5, 7, 4. 7, 4, 6, 4, 6, 7, 6, 7, 4, 7, 4, 6, 4, 6, 7, 6, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 9, 7, 9, 5, 9, 5, 7, 5, 7, 9. And then backwards when we get to the end of that. So after we hit that 9, we go 7, 5, 7, 5, 9, 5, 9, 7, 9, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 6, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 7, 6, 7, 6, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 5, 4, 5, 4, 7, 4, 7, 5. If you want to go back to the before the tonic there, you can go back to the 4 and then come back up. So there's 2 ways to do it. One way is when I get back to the beginning, I can go back to that 4th on the 6th, or I can just go ahead and stick with the 5 and then go back up. So I'll go through it 2 times and do it both ways. So we could do it like this. Right there. Or I can do it like this. Did you see that turnaround? See, I went seven, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, like that. And then back to 5, 7, 5, 7, 4, 7, 4, 5, like that. Or we can just go ahead and go back to the 5 on the 6th string and just turn it around right there. So we can do like this. Did you see the turnaround on that one? 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 4, 7, 4, 5, 4, 5, 7. So there you go. So you got that turnaround. You got 2 turnarounds. We'll just do the one that just uses the scale. That one right there. So when we get back to that, we'll go like this. Like that. So we'll do that turnaround. I'm going to show it to you one more time. When we get back to that, starting with the 4th string, we're playing the 7, 6, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 5, 4, 5, 4, 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 4. When we get back to that 6th string, I want you to hear how it sounds on the 6th string. So it's kind of tripling up there. So on the 4th string, 7, 6, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 5, 4, 5, 4, 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 4. See how it does that? So 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, and then back to your 4, 7, 4, 5, 4, 5, 7. So it's an interesting little lick there, but as we run through it 4 times, you'll start to hear how it sounds. If it's confusing, rewind it, play it again, play it again, play it again, until you get it right, because it's really going to help you with your alternate picking as well. So you want to build speed on that, and it's going to help you with your alternate picking. So this is slower than that, so let's go ahead and try it out. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, great job. Good little workout there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do one more shape. And this one is going to be a little less intimidating than that one. I probably should have put these in order of least hardest to most difficult, but that's okay. The good thing is that you're practicing. And if that one was too tough for you, then try this one, because this one might be a little bit easier. And if that one was too easy for you, then find you a backing track that you can speed it up, because you can work on building your speed with that, you know, building that up faster and faster backing tracks, or use a metronome. Something like that. But once you get your speed down pat on that, then try this easier one. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a different shape. Now, I started off with kind of a hybrid between the box shape and the 3-note per string shape. I didn't think about that at the beginning, but the more that I look at it and the more that I think about it, and I'm like, duh, I'm only playing 2 frets on that 6th string. And then everything else is 3 notes per string. So if you caught that at the beginning, good for you. We're going to change the pattern up just a little bit, which will help you understand it as 2 different patterns, which is kind of a bonus to this lesson. Even though I made a mistake, it's actually going to benefit you. so check this out. It's kind of like going to a sandwich shop and they give you like an extra piece of meat on your sandwich or something like that, and it's like, just keep it. Pay the regular price. But anyway, this one is the 3-note per string shape, the true 3-note per string shape that I should have taught at the beginning. So in this case, it's almost the same thing. But what we're doing here is on the 6th string and the 5th string, we're going to play that 5-7-9 shape. And then when we get to the 4th and the 3rd strings, we're going to go play 6-7-9, 6-7-9. And on the 2nd and the 1st strings, we're going to play 7-9-10, 7-9-10. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, you could take that first shape that I did and go ahead and just play it back and forth, just like we did on that other shape. And you can also take that second shape, that hard shape that we did, and you can go ahead and apply it to this new shape. Now, if you can do that, that's awesome. And if you can't, that's okay, but play around with it. And I'll definitely come back in future lessons and show you how to do that as well. But this time we're going to do what I think of as 6s. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then when you get to the next string, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the next string, when you get to the end there, you just go backwards. So if I was looking at it string by string, then I would play on the 6th string, I would go ahead and start playing 5-7-9, 5-7-9, 5-7-9, 5-7-9, 6-7-9, 6-7-9, 6-7-9, 6-7-9, 7-9-10, 7-9-10, 7-9-10, 7-9-10, and then go backwards. So we already played the 10, so we'd go 9-7, 10, 9-7, and then 10, 9-7, 10, 9-7, and then 9-7, 6, 9-7, 6, 9-7, 6, 9-7, 6. Don't call that phone number. And then 9-7-5, 9-7-5, 9-7-5, 9-7-5. Sped up, that one sounds really cool. Well, we're going to play it nice and slow through the backing track like we did with the other ones. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I messed up there a little bit, but you get the idea. And with this, with those two patterns, you can do all kinds of grooving. So check this out. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you can do with just two shapes, right? And again, I didn't intend on teaching two separate shapes of the same scale position in this lesson, but you got a little more than I intended to give you. So you got those two shapes that you can play with, three different patterns that you can play with, and you can start come up with your own little licks like within those scale patterns. So you can just go and start playing around with that. And if you do come up with something really cool, let me know in the comments, because I'd love to, check out your video, listen to it. And of course, if you're here and you're like, well, I'm way better than this guy, send me your stuff too. I'll check it out. But I hope this does help. Don't forget that I do have a free course out there. Just pickuptheguitarango.com. It'll put you on my mailing list. I'll send you every time I put out one of these lessons, and I'll also send you the 7-day free course that helps you unlock the fretboard, see the fretboard in a circular pattern, understand how the scale shapes lock together like puzzle pieces, helps you improvise with ease and confidence, and as I always say, just pick up the guitar and go. So thank you for checking out this lesson. Don't forget to check that out at justpickuptheguitarango.com, and I'll see you in the next one.